Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome to another Guild Ball match report. Today is the Masons versus the Blacksmiths, so Sean is coming in with Furnace, Vet Cinder, Ferris, Bolt, Ferrite, and Iron. Meanwhile, I've got the Masons, Waifu, Honor Marbles, Harmony, Granite, Champ, and Chisel. So Chisel coming in there with the all-female. We're not going to count Marbles for now, but all-female Masons team. So the Blacksmiths are playing a 2-2. One, they want to take advantage of Searing Strike. Two, they really need Vet Cinder closing out those TOs. The takeouts is what I mean there. And three, the goals are going to come from Bolt Jank and from miscellaneous plays, possibly using Furnace and Ferrite's 8-inch kick there. Let's not forget that. The Masons are playing also a 2-2 game. This is going to be a little unusual. One, Marble and the Granite Bubble. So countercharge and that Granite protection. Two, the Honor Show. Need Honor to shoulder this part of this game because no 8-inch kick in here. And three, got to keep that ball moving. So we've got Champ. We've got linked activation with Harmony. We've got good ways of stretching the players out. It's just a matter of keeping that ball moving with there. So Sean is kicking off with Cinder, and he's going to kick a cute kick here. And it's going to scatter very well for Sean. It's going to go very far out there on the side there, which is essentially going to take Champ out of this game. Sean going in with Cinder late. She's really going to be the star of his team there. Meanwhile, I'm going to run kind of more of a balanced attack, but like I said, Honor she's the main part of this this program here. We're going to see how she handles the Blacksmith pressure. So yes, there is no reason to not put 4 on Vet Cinder when you know she's going to go last, and go last with her. She's a little too far up. However, I don't have the sort of board play to take advantage of that with this particular crew. Plus, Champ has got to go there. She's going to stamina to the ball. I think she sprints back the other way, or actually she puts close control on Honor, kicks the ball to Honor, keeps the momentum. So Champ already in threat range of V-Cinder. And there goes Furnace just putting Tooled Up on V-Cinder. So good activation by Sean there. Good early activation. I'm just going to move up with Marbles and put up the countercharge bubble. I probably shouldn't have done that, to be honest with you. It probably would have been better to try to goad Sean into coming in earlier rather than making him play around the countercharge, because Sean can totally play around this countercharge. He just, right now he's putting quick foot on Bolt and then moving up the field there with Ferris and putting V-Cinder. I think he's got V-Cinder in the Sentinel of Furnace there, which is great. It looks like Granite's going to go just put up that rough ground and sit right in the middle there. So laying out the trap for V-Cinder, but you'll see how I screw this up pretty early on. Sean playing an excellent first turn here. Good activations, good order there. Impetus and sprint there with Iron just to put Iron in a good position to do some damage later. And so he's playing a lot more patient now. This is really good. Honor, so now I've got basically Honor, Chisel, and Harmony to go. And I could take a linked activation goal here, but I decide I want to play kind of a longer game. So I'm going to put Chisel in there and just charge Iron. I think I heroic just to take the tough height off the table there. Do a little bit of damage to Iron and just bank a momentum. It's a poor play on my part. I do a push dodge, and it looks like I'm trying to move Iron, but it's really kind of a bad play. I should have just eaten the influence on Chisel, because she's going to be a liability. Chisel is always a liability unless you have a good path to a takeout with her. Here comes Ferrite. Ferrite's going to charge in there. And Ferrite's going to do some important, I believe, disarming of V-Chisel to prevent some, mean counterattacking stuff. because with 3-2, it's not really worth taking a counterattack there. Like I said, this is one of the better first turns I've seen Sean play in a while. Just really patient with activations, understanding what's going on, knowing that V Chisel activation at the end. I'm sorry, the V Cinder activation at the end of the turn is going to be very important. So it looks like Honor's going to go. She passes the ball to Harmony, dodges up, goes into Ferrite there. Going to do some bouncing off Ferrite. I'm trying to get Sean to spend some of his momentum on a counterattack. I don't think he does, but you can see I'm just going to lock Ferrite into this spot here to free up Harmony in case I want to do anything with Harmony. And then I'm going to bounce out and then call for my Link. My cat is going to scream at me for he's just being a general nuisance right now. Harmony, meanwhile, is going to go into V Cinder. Going to get me a little bit more momentum. I don't really have any solid path to a takeout here because really V Cinder is the only only player on the board that's within range that is even potential for a takeout. But all my heavy hitters have gone. I'm just going to do a little bit of work here with Harmony. And I decide not to take the goal. So I could have just sprinted forward, done acrobatics and tried to take a shot, but instead I'm going to pass the ball back to Honor, leave her sitting there with close control. And what I'm trying to do is draw that Cinder play away from Chisel, because Chisel is in trouble there, and I think Sean recognizes that. Sean's going to go up with Bolt, do 2 damage to, he's going to do 2 damage to Honor, I believe, and knock down Chisel, which is interesting. So he really wants Chisel dead. It's not bad. It's really not terrible. I'm going to go ahead and jog up with Granite there and try to make this as difficult as possible for Sean with my close ranks and whatnot. Sean is going to go ahead and go in anyway, though, because Chisel's on the ground. I believe she's been disarmed, so her defense is very low. So despite basically a double crowd out there from Granite, this isn't gonna dissuade Cinder very much at all. And Dice are behaving properly, so he's gonna just spike to some incredible damage, get to that back end of the Blacksmith playbook, and make some short work of Chisel here. So again, just saving it. It's an ideal situation. You want to Chisel is the ideal target, and going late with Cinder gives you a takeout and gives a bonus attack. So he's going to take a bonus attack, and note that the damage from Sweeping Charge and Searing Strike, both hitting Honor and Granite there. So a little bit more damage. I think he is into Honor. He decided to swing into Honor and do damage to her. Oh no, sorry, Granite. And not much else. So Sean closing out the turn very strong there. Luckily for me, I'm playing the momentum game. You can see a big stack of momentum on my side. And I've got a lot of work to do. And this is really where the Honor show is going to come in. I'm going to play a high card here to make sure I get to go. And Honor is going to be very busy. I'm going to full clip her. And I'm going to put some on the rest of the players here. Unfortunately, Champ is not. She's not going to be effective this turn. And Chisel is effectively out of the game. She's out of the game. It's going to be too late. The style of play that we're forcing here, which is basically head-on scrum type collision with some goal scoring, it's going to be too late to really do anything with Chisel, which is a shame, but that was a huge mistake on my part throwing her in at all. She probably, first turn, probably should have just sat that one out. So we're going to start with Honor here. She is going to just basically do the work on Cinder. That's all she's trying to do, is just do the work on Cinder. Cinder's going to do a counterattack to nothing. She's going to accomplish nothing with that. That was not a good counterattack, just because Granite being there and really no crowd outs, you're not going to do much to Honor. Honor is just going to plow all the way down. I spike out a couple times for those threes. I do Legendary to give myself 7 influence to take out Cinder there. So Cinder out of the way. That's a big part of Sean's offense off the board for this turn. He thought she was safe there at 4-1-14. I would think possibly, but with Honor there, being able to give herself 7. And then here we go with a linked activation goal from Harmony. So that last move there was just to give the ball to Harmony. Harmony's going to go in and score, putting the Masons on the board 6-2. And Harmony is in great position because she linked activated under Family. She's got a 4-6 kick for the rest of the turn. She's sitting there within snapshot range of the goal. And I forgot to mention, the high card I played was for the 1 momentum snapshots. So this is going to play a factor in the rest of this game. Sorry for the cough. Ball's going to go back in, and Sean is going to go into goal scoring mode. I guess that's what... I can't disagree with this, mainly because there isn't enough left on the board after Cinder out for him to really give me much takeout pressure, unless he really tried to play hard to kill Honor. So he's gonna get into a goal scoring race with me. So he's just gonna sprint up with Furnace and kick a snapback goal. Here's the thing, though. This strategy isn't terrible, mainly because he's banking on me missing a snapback goal, and I miss goals. I could have a bad throw in. So it's not the worst strategy. It's just I feel like we resigned to that strategy. So I don't necessarily agree with it, but it does keep a high score. Maybe a little bit of planning might have been able to put him in a stronger position than where he's at. I don't think he was counting on losing V-Cinder and giving up a goal to that linked, but hey, it'll work. This is just Ferris walks up, and it looks like Marbles is just going to push her out of the way a little bit. She was trying to get to Champ there with the ball, but that doesn't work. So Champ is going to go, and Champ will have to... We got to play this interesting. So I've got to stay in both Furnace and Ferris there. So I jog out to the edge, and I'm not sure... Oh, it looks like I was able to get a push dodge on Furnace there. So that's a little bit of luck. Yes, I do have some crowd outs there from Granite, which helped a little bit, but that was just neutral dice and getting a push dodge. That was fairly lucky. That could have very well gone against me. So stamina to get to that part of the board, push dodge out, and then snapshot kick goal over to Harmony, putting the Masons at 10. And this is really going to be this game. Not a lot of decisions to make. Once we get into the goal scoring race, I was already ahead there. It's just a matter of executing and making sure that things go where they're supposed to go. Sean gets the absolute, gets an excellent kick scatter there, and he's got Bolt to go. So I believe Bolt is just going to... Well, let's see. I think Bolt may just free play to knock down Champ, or just walk out of Champ. I think he just ends up walking out of Champ, because who cares, right? I don't think Champ was able to knock down or anything like that. So there you go, stamina, and then sprint forward, kick another goal, 10-all, And then I just got to do this one more time. Throw the ball to the middle of the field. This time it is going to be Granite to go. Granite still has plenty of influence there. I get an awesome scatter. That scattered wide the other way. Well, that's where the problem is. That's why this isn't the worst idea Sean's had. I just don't think he was planning on losing V-Cinder that early. So she'll kick over there. Snapshot goal.